Welcome to the Garlic Boys podcast, where we treat friendship like a good recipe treats garlic. You can never have too much of it. We're your hosts. I'm Connor O'Connor.
And I am Prince Charles, and I am the ruler of the. Wait, what? What are you doing here? That witch that I definitely scorned, and I'm so not sorry about. You can't. Oh no, she's gonna turn. Oh dang! I was hoping this would be like the frog on the face. Uh, it is not. You know what?
Okay.
You turned me into a dog. Oh no! What am I gonna do? Arf! Arf! I started talking. Arf! Arf! Arf!
So when you first said Prince Charles, I was literally thinking, I don't remember mentioning the English monarchy at all last week. Like
Arf!
it um, and it would be funnier if you turned into a King Charles Spanier. Uh, but it looks more like a probably some sort of dachshund, maybe. Oh, sorry. For those of you just listening and not watching, Matt has been cursed and turned into a dog, and currently cannot speak, but can only use the type function on our chat system, and is now messaging me. Hello, I have been cursed. I can only type with my paws. I am dog. Help. Um, I must complete a bad quiz in order to turn back into a human.
Sorry, arf arf.
Well, I do have. Oh no, that's not going to work. I have a quiz, but it's actually a super solid quiz and not a bad quiz. It's not bad. No, you don't promise it's bad. Dog's promise. Oh yes, that good old fashioned cross my heart and hope to arf arf. Every time you laugh, it kind of just looks like the dog is yawning. Well, I guess this is a one-sided podcast this week. Some things that I've been excited about recently. A tentative deal has been struck between SAG-AFTRA and the studios, which actually helps the SAG members, and they get full. They basically are very much getting what they wanted, and the studios have caved to them. Even studio heads have said that the SAG won. The reason why tentative is still being used is this is something that hasn't been fully ratified by SAG and have not had the members vote on it. Very similar to what we saw with the. I'm not starting the quiz yet. Very much what we saw with the WGA.
Arf.
And so the SAG members still have to vote on it. Now, this is only a 3-year deal. And so that does leave open the idea that it's possible that another strike might happen if the studios start being greedy again. But with the announcement that the strike was over, a ton of new information has come out about entertainment things. And so we have our first trailer for the live action Avatar The Last Airbender. A trailer. It seems like Matt really enjoyed that trailer, judging by the dog howl. The trailer for Inside Out 2, which introduces puberty.
I heard anxiety. Oh, I mean arf 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 arf.
The main character, Riley, goes through puberty, and one of the new emotions is anxiety. Yes. And we also have confirmation about when Deadpool 3 is coming out, as well as a new character in it that, Matt, you might love now that you're a dog, as Dogpool. The dog variant of Deadpool will be featured in the movie.
Arf. Arf! I mean,
So right now we're sitting at the fact that you say that you have to take a bad quiz to turn back into a human. Should we try the kiss thing first, and then if that doesn't work, we can do the quiz? Oh, okay. Yes. This dog just keeps typing kiss over and over again. Okay, would you like to do human kiss or a dog kiss? How did this dog just wink at me? This is a very strange way to have a conversation. I don't know how this feels. I don't even know if this is good content that we're putting out right now. But I guess let's try and do a quiz where Matt is a dog. Or do you want to try the kiss? All right, let's try the kiss. You typing kiss again. Oh no, there's so many kisses. Okay, I think Matt just really wants to kiss me. There is no better content than a joke that has ran its course. That's true. That's why The Simpsons is still on the air. Yes, that's right. I don't like The Simpsons anymore. I think it's lame. We are not The Simpsons. Okay. Yes, let's kiss on 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Mwah.
Ta-da! Woo! That was rough. That was rough. I could not bear doing that for any longer. That was glad we got that over with. Thank you, Witch, for letting me turn back. That makes me happy.
Man, I'm really glad you're back. I think this is a good lesson for you,
Yeah.
You're gonna be better in the future and just more prepared for life. And honestly, it's gonna be brighter. Your future is going to be better. Like, the dog days are behind you. You have that good future coming forward.
I think life really threw me a bone there. I think it was just,
Well, like, I think the hardest thing that you've learned now is like you can't just spend your whole life chasing your own tail. You
Yeah.
have to use that momentum to move forward.
Absolutely. I need to treat people better. Maybe go on more walks. I think that would improve my mental health. I need to stop living life just so tight on a leash,
And you just sometimes have to be understanding and just know that, like, sometimes there's bits and sometimes there's kibble, and you have to take them as they come.
Dogs. Yeah, let's do this.
Now that you're able to speak, is there anything that you'd like to mention with the strike or anything? No?
Oh no, I'm very happy about the strike. Absolutely. I hope it goes through, and I hope that after the 3-year mark they can continue to be decent-ish. I'm very, very happy. Not only because they deserve it, but also because we can start talking about movies again, and I'm very excited about that. So we'll see how it all goes.
And for those of you thinking, have they ever really stopped talking about movies? Yes, we did. What we were doing was not us talking about movies. That was us forgetting we can't talk about movies and making references. Now we can actually talk about them.
That wasn't purposeful talking about movies. Now we can purposefully talk about movies.
Yeah, I don't even know if I've told you all that I went and saw the new Ninja Turtles movie by myself, and it was fantastic. I almost cried in the middle of the theater.
It was so good. I loved it so much. Oh, there's so much. We're just gonna. I think once his deal is solid, is it solid? Like,
I don't know if it's solid. At the time of recording, from what I can tell, the deal is not solid.
Okay,
so it's not solidified. Like, it still has to be voted on, from what I understand.
I think once things go through, should things go through, then we're just gonna have an entire episode of just movies, stuff that we haven't been able to talk about for the last like 3 months.
115 days, which is the longest actor strike there's ever been.
That's like 4 months ish. No, it's like 3 and some change, 3.5.
5.
3 months is 90 days. So then 20 more days would be 4 months.
30 times 5, it's 150. Oh, wait. 115.
Yeah. So it's like 3 months and 25 days.
Basically.
Yeah. So 4 months.
I'm not good with math.
It's been rough for those actors, and I'm very happy that they are close to striking a deal. Very happy.
Speaking of striking a deal, are you ready for the quiz, Matt?
Is it deal or no deal? I hope so.
Oh boy, is it not. It's time for this week's Clever Boy Quiz.
Ooh, clap track. Woohoo, yeah. Applause.
Matt, you currently, I believe... Oh, no.
Oh, no.
I really got to start writing down context because you're ranked 17, I believe.
Yeah.
And I don't remember what this is.
Read it.
Fainet Ventiner.
What?
Faineant.
Something went wrong with the visual check. Sorry. What is going on? Hold on 1 second. Okay. I think we're good. Are we good?
I can see you.
Okay. It just like my whole screen shut off and then the camera went off and I don't know what's going on. I think we're good. It's very dark now. What is going on? I'm sorry. Read that one more time. I think we got this.
Faineant. Venturer. Sorry.
Oh, something venturer.
Oh, it was your name, or no, it was
Yes.
it was Clever Boy level 17 as the
Childish Gambino, or
in
no,
the
Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang Clan name generator.
Yes, that's exactly what it was. You should
The
write that
Fainet
down.
Venturer. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna put Wu-Tang in parentheses.
Sounds good. We're just gonna do like a normal effect, I guess. That was weird.
All right. And if you do win today, just so because I know this is gonna impress you, if you do win today, I do have a level 18 title.
Wow, look at you being prepared.
All right. The title for this week's quiz is Old MacDonald Had a Fact, or maybe it is fiction.
Good. I really didn't. When you first said fact, I did not hear fact, and I was very caught off guard. But I think we're good.
So, do you want me to take it again? Like, Old MacDonald had a fact, or maybe it was fiction.
That's good. That's good.
Matt, this week we are touching on animal facts.
Ooh, all right.
I'm going to say a statement about animals. Each one is one specific animal. It changes depending on where we are in the quiz. So like it's 10 different animals that we're doing facts on here.
Yeah.
And then you have to try and tell me if that is a true fact or if it is fiction.
Okay.
Make sense?
Makes as much sense as it can.
Like, this is one of the simple premises that I do, so.
Yeah, I got it.
All right, you ready?
I am ready.
Statement number 1. Kangaroos can't jump backwards.
That is fiction.
Final answer?
Final answer.
All right, Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang.
They can jump back. They can't jump backwards.
I could have swore I saw the kangaroo and Kangaroo Jack jumping backwards once, but you know what? Maybe I was wrong.
You were. There's no such movie as Kangaroo Jack. No, kangaroos can't jump backwards because their tails are too muscular.
Oh, nice.
So they can jump 30 feet straight in the air, apparently, but they can't
Dang.
jump backwards because their tail gets in the way.
That's wild. 30 feet in the air? That's a lot of that's high.
I'm pretty sure that's what it said. I don't know.
Don't fact check. Don't fact check us on that one, on that particular fact. Fact check us on the other one.
How high kangaroo jump? No, it's 10 feet. I was wrong.
Okay, yeah, very wrong. I saw this one post where it said like a lion's leap, like a lion can leap up to like 40 feet or something like that. And someone was like, are you telling me that lions can leap like a vertical leap 40 feet in the air? Like they were baffled about this. And someone corrected them saying, no, they can like jump forward that far, but not upward.
Okay, see here it says that the average kangaroo or the average jump of a red kangaroo is 25 to 30 feet.
Dang. Maybe it's like talking forward, like I was just saying. Maybe they can jump 10 feet straight up, but they can jump 25 feet forward.
Oh, yeah, maybe that's it.
Who knows? Not us. Kangaroo scientists, that's who.
Oh, yeah, it is forward. Okay, I was wrong. It's not up. It's still, they can jump 40 feet forward. Or
Yeah.
30 feet forward. That's impressive.
That's insane.
Anyways, statement number 2. The largest type of armadillo is also the same size as a cat.
The armadillos aren't very big. I do know that. Obviously, species will range. I'm going to say that's true. That is fact. I don't know. That seems right. They don't seem like I could see an armadillo being like a little bit bigger than what I've seen. Yeah, I'm going to say true.
Final answer?
Final answer.
The largest species of armadillo are called giant armadillos
Nice.
and are about 5 feet long on average, which is very similar to the size of a pig.
A pig. Okay. I've seen some pretty big cats though. Like
Yeah.
Maine Coons. Maine Coons are probably a good 4 or 5 feet long. Maybe not that long. They're probably like 4.
But like pigs, those are big.
Yeah.
I
Depends
know
on the
pigs.
pig.
Well, see, I know pigs are big because I get called a pig.
Yeah, I guess. I guess.
And I mean, that logic is flawless, right?
I mean, I also get called a pig for very different reasons, but I'm not that big. I'm a little big.
Don't say the joke out loud. Alrighty, that's 2 wrong answers going into statement number 3.
All right.
Flamingos are born with red feathers that lighten over time to their normal pink.
False, 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 false. Flamingos actually eat a bunch of shrimp. They start out white. They eat a bunch of shrimp, which something in it turns their feathers pink. That's fine. That's fiction. Fiction to your statement. Final answer.
You are correct that it is fiction.
Was I wrong? About
It's not just shrimp, there's also algae.
Oh, okay. So I wasn't wrong, just not entirely correct. I see.
Right. The pigmentation that are inside shrimp and other like small creatures like that they eat that are pink themselves turn them pink.
Yeah.
It's very similar to how like if you put a white flower in red water, like with red food dye, the flower will turn red.
Yeah. I got you.
Alrighty. Question number 4. Sorry, statement number 4.
All right.
Zebras are white with black stripes.
Ooh. Is this actually like have they decided this as a fact? I guess they did. They've probably studied zebras. So no, they're not white with black stripes. Shoot. No, I don't think they are. Because if you look at their legs, they're like I'm gonna say fiction. Fiction to that answer. Final answer.
That is a fact.
Dang, really?
Zebras are white with black stripes. Those stripes run over their entire body and all the way down to their hooves. And as just a bonus fact, their manes are stiff and upright, just like mohawks.
Yeah. All right. Well, apparently I'm done.
Who knew?
Probably zoologist. That would be my guess.
I like how you were like, I don't know, have they studied the zebra? Like we've known about zebras for so long, but not one person has been like, hey, should we look into that like weird horse?
There are some things that science should not broach, and I believe that the fact that zebras might be white with black stripes or black with white stripes should not have been broached. There's some knowledge that is too great for man, and that is one of those knowledges.
How far will human intervention go?
Too far already. All right.
What sacrifices are we truly prepared to make, Matt?
Couldn't just left it a nice little question. All right. You just had to find out. And now you've strayed too far. You've come too close.
Oh, my dear Icarus of zoology. Beware the sun with your wax wings. Or as we call them, the wax bird arms. Alrighty. Statement number 5. The dodo's closest living relative is the emu.
I'm gonna go with. I mean, that sounds like something that could be right, but I do know that dodos. Okay, I shouldn't say I know. I have a suspicion, specifically stemming from Phineas and Ferb, that dodos lay somewhat large egg. I shouldn't say large, but large-ish. So based on that fact, theoretically, emus and ostriches could be of a similar like species or like a close relevance. But whether it's actually emus or it's ostriches, I don't know. I'm gonna just say fact. I'm gonna go with fact. Final answer.
Matt, that is incorrect.
Dang. So close. Not really.
The closest living relative for a dodo is the Southeast Asian Nicobar pigeon.
Cool. Okay. I don't even know what that is.
Basically, dodos are just big pigeons.
Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks.
And I'd also like to remind the listeners that dodos are not some Jurassic era creatures. They were alive the same time as Charles Darwin and was actually also on the Galapagos Islands and were
Yeah.
hunted to near extinction because people were eating those Galapagos tortoises because they were a lot of food that could be kept for long distances on boat rides. However, tortoise meat doesn't taste good, but if you fry it up in some dodo fat, it's delicious. And so man hunted them to extinction.
Listen, there's a lot of things out there that we don't know are like way closer to us, like sliced bread. That's pretty recent. Obviously, because Betty White was born before sliced bread. Like there are some things that are very recent we don't realize. Dodos, they're like marketed. I don't even know. Like it feels like they are like dinosaur era, and like they're not.
One of my favorite like anachronism facts is like I think was what that's called is sort of like when you start placing things in the wrong time period.
Yeah.
Cleopatra lives closer to when we live now to the construction of the Great Pyramids of Giza.
Which is wild. That is insane. Cleopatra being one of the most well-known Egyptian rulers. That's wild. That baffles me. I did know that fact, but that's just insane. All right, sorry. I digress.
Sorry, I didn't mean to blow your mind there with my Cleopatra facts. All right. Statement number 6. African elephants have the longest gestation period of any animals.
Ooh. I'm going to go with fiction. Final answer. I don't have a reason, just intuition,
Final answer?
Final answer.
Matt, based off of your intuition, you should never become a detective because that is fiction. Sorry, no, that's fact.
That's
Did
fact.
you say fact or fiction?
I said fiction.
Okay, it's fact.
Wow. Okay.
Sorry, I was so busy thinking of the roast, I forgot what you said. African elephants have the longest gestation period as they are pregnant for an average of 22 months.
Dang. Imagine carrying a giant, like, probably. How much do baby elephants weigh? Imagine carrying a baby elephant in your stomach for 22 months. That's insane.
How much do baby elephants weigh?
Yeah.
Enough to break the ice. Hi, I'm Connor. Nice to meet you. What do you do for a living?
Unfortunately, I do a podcast with a dumbass.
I am not a dummy.
Sorry.
Don't apologize to me. Question. Start. Statement number 7.
Mm-hmm.
Cheetahs are the fastest animals.
The fastest animals? I feel like I know you're being vague for the purpose of if you said a different word other than animals, it would probably give it away. I'm going to say false. That's fiction. Just based on how you worded it, I'm saying fiction.
Final answer.
Final answer.
It's really good when we get deeper in the quiz where I make the questions make you think a little more, right?
No, I hate it.
Are you sure?
It's 4 a.m. and we're still in this stupid warehouse. I don't want to think. I don't think you understand this.
Does it make you feel better to know that you got that right?
Sure.
So are you still upset even though you got it right?
No, not as upset.
Okay.
Is it because, like you said, fastest animal? Is it because because if you would have said land animal, I would have been like, I could see that. But if you because I'm thinking like swim speeds and stuff. Like, how fast does a freaking fish swim? Probably faster.
So I do have that information.
Okay.
Hold on. I I did have that information. Let me find it. Okay. I was trying to find the exact article that I used. So
Yeah.
the cheetah is the fastest land animal when it comes to short distance running.
Okay.
So it can go from 0 to 60 miles in less than 3 seconds, but it's not really good at maintaining that speed for long times.
Right.
The fastest sprinter in the fastest long the cheetah is the fastest sprinter, but the fastest long distance runner in the animal kingdom is the pronghorn, which is also known as the American antelope.
Oh, interesting.
It's capable of maintaining a speed of nearly 35 miles per hour over 7 miles and even faster during shorter miles.
Wow.
During its sprints to elude predators, it can hit top speeds of 55 miles an hour.
Dang.
The fastest fish is the the black marlin, and its estimated top speed of up to 80 miles an hour.
That's what killed Nemo's family.
Probably.
Maybe. No, I think that was. Never mind.
No, it was a barracuda.
Barracuda. Yeah, you're right.
The fastest insect is a horsefly.
Oh, really?
Apparently, they can estimated fly at 90 miles per hour under certain conditions.
But they ain't fast enough to stop these hands.
But you know who is?
Who?
The peregrine falcon.
Oh, when they dive, oh my goodness, they can go fast.
It has a flight diving speed of more than 185 miles per hour.
Yeah, they tuck those wings in and they're beelining it. They're insane.
Oh yeah, peregrine falcons are wicked fast.
Yeah, they're definitely some of the coolest birds.
But there you go. I really thought you were gonna get that. Well, anytime I think of like fast animals, I think of a scene. I think it's from Young Justice, where Beast Boy's like, "I'll catch after him. The peregrine falcon is the world's fastest bird."
Of course.
Alrighty, statement number 8. Lemmings will blindly follow to each other, even off of cliffs.
So I know that this is a cliche. So which is why I want to say it is fact. But I also feel like, you know what? I'm just going to go with fact. I don't want to think too much into it.
Are you sure? Final answer?
Final answer.
Matt, that's incorrect.
See, I thought I heard something about that, like, not being true. But I didn't want to think too much into it, you know? Should have.
The idea that they will blindly follow each other and like following someone like a lemon comes from a 1958 Disney nature film called White Wilderness, which showed stage footage of lemons death diving off of a cliff after being pushed by the filmmakers.
Oh, that's harsh.
Disney has done a lot of messed up things in their day, and this is one of them.
Yeah.
Lemmings are actually very they'll follow each other, like they're community-based species.
Yeah.
But they're not so dumb to just blindly follow each other off cliffs. And even if they were, they are somewhat buoyant creatures, and so they could survive if hundreds of them weren't falling in at the same time.
Gotcha.
Into water, I should say. So yeah, just there's no fun in that fact, just a whole lot of sadness.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Yeah. Next statement, please. Get me out of
Statement
here.
Statement number 9. All polar bears are left-handed.
Oh no. This is one of those where it could be left, or you could have just changed it to like right-handed, or from right-handed. I'm gonna go with fact. I'm gonna go with fact on that. I heard something about them being, I don't know if it's all, but I heard something about them being a certain handedness. So I'm gonna say fact.
Final answer?
Final answer.
That is correct.
Nice. That's a very interesting genetic disposition. Like, that's just wild.
I don't really have any bonus information on this.
Yeah.
Because it's just they're left-handed. Like I don't have more. How do you test that though?
Right. Like, I mean, I guess you would just kind of see which one they're using more, I guess. Like, it's hard for me to say that all. Like, have you looked at every single polar bear in existence?
Right.
And then to the babies after they were born and they grew up and watched them? Like, I don't know. That just seems like a weird, like, they're so solid on that fact.
Like, do you just get in front of a polar bear, throw a salmon at it, and they've all swatted it away with its left hand?
Right.
Have you tried it from throwing it both on the right side and on the left side? Like,
yeah, I wonder what tests they went through to figure out this fact. I want to know. And they have to continue going through this test. Like,
right.
What if there's a weird outlier that turns an entire generation of polar bears into right-handed? How do you know?
They were all left-handed, and then this one iceberg melted, and now they're all right-handed. We don't know what happened.
I love facts like that where like just all of them are a certain way. Because I was watching a video on calico cats, and so like 99% of calico cats are female. It's a color, a fur color pattern, not a species, but 99% of calico cats are female, because in order to have this coloration, you have to have 2X genes, 2X chromosomes. There are some male cats, and it's only because they're genetically messed up and have XXY, to where they have the Y gene to make them a male cat, but they have the 2 X's in order to have the calico coloring. It's wild. I love stuff like that. It's cool.
Cats are weird.
Genetics are weird.
Statement number 10.
Uh-huh.
Cows can have anxiety.
Cows?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to say fact. Have you ever seen... Oh, we really shouldn't... I almost just pulled another movie out. We really shouldn't talk about movies yet, just until it's actually through. Never mind. Okay, I'm going to just say fact based on something that I have seen in the past.
And I won't back down. Final answer?
Final answer.
Yeah, that's correct.
All right.
They can form complex friendships and relationships with each other, And so if they get isolated from those relationships, they can develop separation anxiety.
That's I mean, it's kind of sad. Poor cows.
It's also kind of sweet though.
Yeah. Oh yeah, at the same time. Also, I did watch a video that there is a strain of mad cow disease going around. So be careful with your meat. Not that meat. I know what you're thinking of. Be careful with your hamburger meat and your cow meat.
All right, that's 2.
Get your mind out of the gutter.
All right, Matt. That brings us to our bonus question for today.
Oh boy, am I even close to being able to win?
If I made this 3 points, you could win.
Okay. I mean, I'll leave that up to you, the quiz master. Or if you just want it to be a fun little bonus question after I lost, that's fine too.
We'll see how this goes. Let's see how well you guess here, okay?
Okay. I love this because if I get it right, then you just be like, yeah, no, it was only worth 1 point. Or if I get it wrong, you'll be like, oh yeah, it's totally worth 3.
The oldest living animal ever found was an ocean quahog clam that was found off the coastline of Iceland in 2006. To the nearest 5 years, how old was it?
Oh my lord. I thought you were gonna that's rough. Okay. So in the nearest 5 years, how old was it?
What are you typing?
I wasn't typing anything. I was messing with a Funko that's on my desk.
Uh-huh.
The oldest thing in existence found alive. Oh, it was alive?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. I know that like there's certain tortoises that can live like a couple 100 years, right? So it has to be older than that. I'm almost positive. Oh, I guess they just have it. There were fish that were. I'm gonna go with like 1,000 years. That seems very old, but that seems like too old. Let's go 743.
Final answer?
No, because final answer. Yeah, fine. I don't know.
743.
That's what I said. Yeah.
743 is 236 years off.
Dang. How old was it?
It was 507 years old.
No, 500. Okay. That's still pretty. Okay. Dang.
Pretty old.
Yeah, I wasn't
Pretty
even
old.
close enough at all.
If you had gotten it like really within that 5-year grace period, then I would have given you it.
Yeah. Okay. Give me 1 second.
Matt is gone, and I'm alone. Why did he leave me? Why did he leave me? Matt, come back. Matt, come back. Matt, come back. Matt, come back. Why did you?
You know, I didn't take my headphones off, right? I heard all of that.
Where did you go that you were close enough that you could still wear your headphones?
The door. I just heard. Can you hear that at all?
A little bit.
I heard that at the door, and I was like, "What is going on?" So I answered it, and it was Mia.
Oh.
She was getting lonely, so she came in.
Is she sitting in the back of the room now?
No, she's not. I told her she could, but she's not.
Oh, it would be fun to get her. Ask her to come in real quick. It'd be fun to get her perspective on my
Oh boy.
on my topic for today.
Hey, babe. Babe. Mia. Maria. Come here. Be good. Please. Connor has a question to ask you. Connor has a question. You just need your input on something. Okay. There you go.
So this is gonna be fun if Matt can't hear and only you can. My topic this week is this list that's been going around the internet of the worst first date places for a guy to take a girl.
Okay.
And I wanted to know, like, what would you say is the worst first date idea?
The worst first date idea.
Just as a woman that we have the most access to, for an opinion.
What? I have no idea. What is going on?
This is actually tough. Like, I can't really think of any off the top of my head because I've never really been on a.
Oh, you've been on some bad dates. You said the worst first date.
I mean, you have been on dates with Matt, so I'm assuming there's been some bad ones.
Excuse me. What? She's never been on a bad date with me, ever.
Oh, now you can hear me.
I can hear like noise from the headphones. I can't hear you. He's not talking, is he?
No, he's talking.
Lies. Lies.
No, you were talking the entire time. You've just gone deaf.
No. I have perfect 20/20 hearing. Okay?
It's too dark in here. I can't hear
Like
you.
my vision, Connor. Just like my vision. 20/20. What's it like having to wear glasses all the time? Pretty sucky, huh?
Leave him alone.
No, the best part about wearing glasses is if I don't want to see you anymore, I can just take them off. Nerd. All right, Mia.
Okay.
Do you have an answer?
Okay, well, as far as Matt and I, no, there hasn't been. In general, okay. If I had to think off the top of my head, a worst date idea, like for me, like what would be like a worst date would be like for a first one, like having the other like bring like their parents with them on like a first date because like that's just too awkward. Like you just met this person and they're bringing like their parent guardian like on the first date. It's like it'll probably get awkward in my opinion.
Okay.
Number 20 on this list is a family function, so I will say that you picked guess one on the list.
Oh, good. I knew that was going to be one of them. I'd like to know what the first one is. Now I'm curious.
I don't know if this is like the number one worst place to take someone, but at least like the first one on they mentioned on the list is the Cheesecake Factory.
Really?
Excuse me.
So so from what I understood, this really like started out of this viral video of a woman who was going on a date with a guy. She starts filming it as he pulls up to the Cheesecake Factory, and like he goes around and starts like trying to open the door for her to like let her out of the car and everything. Like, total gentleman shtick. and she locks the door and refuses to get out of his car because she refuses to be taken to Cheesecake Factory for a first date.
Not a woman worth dating.
I mean,
Just my
I
opinion.
honestly don't see that as being number one. Like the Cheesecake Factory, there's like, I don't see anything wrong with that in
That's
my
a
opinion.
Pretty great date. Have you
Yeah.
ever been to the Cheesecake Factory? You get cheesecake. Come on.
Yeah, if you like cheesecake, like that's a pretty good date to me.
Agreed.
Awesome. Thank you very much for your perspective, Mia. It was very helpful for us.
Of course. Glad to be of service.
Well, as you leave, can you just point at Matt's face and laugh for me? Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, thanks. Thanks. Betrayed me. Is the cat in here? Can you get her out? Por favor. I don't appreciate this.
So for what you might have missed, Matt, this week I wanted to discuss why is it there? Why is there a cat?
It learned to fly. It's Dexstar.
I wanted to discuss a list that's been going around the internet lately of first places women absolutely refuse to go on a first date. And apparently this is a list compiled from a bunch of different women. And there's 28 different things on here. So I just wanted to go through them and talk about how some of them make some sense. Like this isn't where I would want to go on a first date. But
Yeah.
some of them is like, I think you're maybe thinking of too highly of yourself in this situation.
Right.
So of course we already discussed number one, the Cheesecake Factory.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're an avid watcher of the Try Guys, but they have a show called Keith Eats the Menu, and he eats the entire menu at a restaurant. Like it's typically fast food.
Sorry.
Do you need a minute?
No, I think we're good.
Recently, though, they did a 3-part mini series where he ate pretty much everything at the Cheesecake Factory.
Okay. Dang.
And one of the biggest things that he pointed out are how big the portions are and how wide of a variety of menu it is. And now it's a first date. You might not want to eat a lot of food. But then they got the shareables menus. They got appetizers. They got salads. They got something pretty much for anyone on the menu.
Yeah.
And it's really good food.
Yeah.
So I think if you don't like going to the Cheesecake Factory for a first date, snobby.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Like it's like a litmus test. Like
Mhm.
you take them somewhere. Maybe you like pull into a parking lot to like just check your phone. And if they're snobby about where you took them, absolutely not. You all right, get out. Walk home.
Now these next two I can understand for a first date.
Right. Okay.
Applebee's and Chili's.
I think those would be fun because they're like kind of like a bar pub type setting. And I feel like, while also being a restaurant, I should say. I could see them being on the list because they're not like the best quality food, but like I love Applebee's and Chili's. Like Mia and I went there plenty of times when we first started dating.
For sure. But for me, and it just has more of like a friend vibe to it. Like this is a cool chill spot. Like
That's like going to Eaton Park on a first date. Like, is that on the list, Eaton Park?
No, but the first date I ever went on, we went mini golfing and then we went and got dessert at Eaton Park afterward.
You should have known it wasn't gonna last. That's a friend place. Like that's where you go with friends.
Look, it didn't last for other reasons, but we're not going to get into that right now.
Fair enough.
It's just, but like I've gone to Applebee's so many different times with friends. Like,
yeah,
I think the only time I ever went with a girlfriend was after homecoming, but it was with 20 other people.
Right.
Like it wasn't just like a you and me date.
Yeah, that's fair.
Number 4 is Chipotle.
Oh man, really? I mean, I guess a first date, but like if you're doing other things, Chipotle is cheap, it's fast, it's delicious. Like, come on. I get it.
You got to think of the poop factor, though.
I guess, but like it listen, if you took me if somebody planned a first date for me, if somebody was like, we're going on a first date, and the first date is gonna be like mini golf, a movie, and then Chipotle, I'd be like, sign me the frick up. I want that right now. You're a keeper. Let's go. Like, that's a great first date. I think people are too picky about their first dates.
Well, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned a movie there. I'm gonna jump down. I'm just gonna mention number 5 is Olive Garden. I don't know if we need to say more about that.
No.
Number 6 is the movies, and this one annoys me.
I mean, I get it. I get it as a first date, or I get it as not being desired as a first date because you don't have much time to talk and get to know each other. If you did something else and a movie, that would be preferable because you can talk and get to know each other, if that makes sense.
But that's always my plan, though, right?
Yeah.
Because you go to dinner, you have time to talk, you get to know each other. Then afterwards, you go to the movie. It creates time where you're both sitting next to each other. It allows you maybe hold her hand, and maybe she lays her head on your shoulder. You know, like small moments of like, hey, we're together right now.
Yeah, I can see that.
Number 7 is your house. So never like have a girl come over to your place for a first date. That one I'm okay with, you know?
I'm okay with it too.
A lot of men out there doing some sketchy things. Never invite a woman to your house on a first date unless you can absolutely prove to them you're not a murderer.
And which isn't even possible to prove, but not only that, but like I need people to know me and accept me and care for me before I show them the mess that is usually my house. I need them to be okay with the stacks of Funko Pops that I have, and I need people to be okay with me before they come into my house, because it would be they'd turn right back around and go home. It's not even messy. Like, we just cleaned it. It looks great. But like, I feel like people would see the samurai sword and the rubber ducks, and they'd be like, what is going on? Why does this guy have all these stupid toys?
Also, they'd be like, why do you have a girlfriend? Why are you bringing me here on a date? You're pointing out all of like the nerdy reasons why they wouldn't like you. You have another person living in your house.
I'm saying, of the scenario that I didn't have a girlfriend, I was taking somebody here for a first date. Man, like, what? No way. I'm not confident enough to be okay with this on a first date. Although Lego building would be a dope first date. I'm just saying.
I agree. A few more like make sense ones. Any fast food chain.
Yeah. I mean, my one of my first dates with a girl was Taco Bell. It was technically our very first official date. It was Taco Bell.
Now that I think about it,
1 in the morning.
Now that I think about it, my last serious girlfriend and she and I, like when we met each other in person for the first time, it was at a Panera. But I feel like if I was going to invite you to any like fast food chain, Panera is fully the safest, and like
yeah,
like the least like, why are we meeting here?
Yeah,
like if I'm
fair.
like, hey, meet me at this McDonald's, it's like this dude doesn't have a lot of money. I'm like, hey, meet me at Panera. It's like, oh, He got bread bowl money?
He got that Baja Mac money? Like, come on, son. Let's go.
Is this man's about to get a sun-dried tomato and mozzarella flatbread?
Oh, he fancy poor.
Oh, he's calling his pizza flatbread? Number 9 and number 10 on the list here are Buffalo Wild Wings and Wingstop. I get that. Those are both very loud, very sports heavy. Doesn't really say like, hey, I want to get to know you and your personality. Number 11, Red Lobster.
Excuse me?
I don't know about y'all, but I grew up poor, so Red Lobster to me was like the height of class.
I know. I've been to Red Lobster twice in my entire life, and it was all when I was an adult. So like that's like the shiz. Like that's the stuff.
Lobster's expensive.
Yeah, I could see Red Lobster as the fact that it's kind of messy. Like it's very buttery, it's very messy. Like it's if you're smacking a mallet down on the table trying to open those crab legs or something, I get it. That's a bit messy and a little aggressive. As far as like the quality of the food, that's like rich people food. Like, come on.
All right. Next three I'm gonna just hit.
Yeah.
I'm sure you're gonna agree with me here. Buffet, too gluttonous. You're gonna get stuff. IHOP, dude, come on. That's Denny's. That's just the worst. That's the worst first date option you can think of.
There is not a single person on this planet that has ever even been to a Denny's, let alone taken a first date to Denny's.
I'll tell you what. As I said earlier, if you go to a man's house on a first date, he's more likely to murder you. You're probably more likely to get murdered in a Denny's than in a man's house on a first date.
Absolutely.
And I'll tell you this much. I used to work at a Denny's, still fully believe in that statement. I am no longer paid by the Denny's Corporation, but let me tell you, I barely was when I worked for them. Number 15 and number 16 both kind of make sense here. Yeah. I get like I understand. It's the gym and church.
I thought you were I thought there was like a restaurant or something that was like the gym and church. Like some weird like very I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, don't go to the gym. Don't ever go to the gym on a first date. What are you thinking?
Hey guys, even if a girl's bio says I need a workout buddy, you never suggest, hey, let's go to the gym together.
Unless it's like way like after you guys have been talking for a while, then you'd be like, yeah, let's go to the gym together. First date, absolutely not. Who wants to go to a gym and get all sweaty and gross on the first date, the first time ever meeting somebody?
Hey girl, I know I don't know you very well, but I think you should go to the gym and work out. No, with me.
Oh yeah, let's go to the gym. Let's get into like less clothing and just like we'll lift. We'll work on arms this week because like nobody likes leg day, you know?
Do you want to see me absolutely pump out these pectoral flies? This is me practicing hugging you.
You want to just watch me for like 30 sets of the same thing, man? Like,
hey babe, I'm gonna call you babe. I know this is our first date, but hey babe, want to spot me?
I can't imagine. And church, like I agree. Don't take him to church on the first date. Come on.
I mean, be equally yoked with your partner, but don't take her to church on the first date.
Absolutely, yeah.
So number 17 and 18 are pretty much the same thing, and I think these are bad choices. It's Starbucks and coffee dates in general.
Oh, really?
I think those are bad. I think those shouldn't be on the list because that's something like it's like, hey, I don't want to take up a lot of your time, but I still want to get to know you. Let's meet somewhere casual that you probably have something that you know you like, and let's just
Yeah.
hang out and talk.
Listen, I'm not saying that all women love coffee because all women don't love coffee. But like, for example, my current girlfriend loves coffee. She would kill to go on a date to get coffee. Like there's a lot of pumpkin spice latte women out there. If it's fall, take them to the screw this list, take them to the coffee shop. That's awesome. They love talking about how much they love pumpkin spice lattes.
The same girlfriend that I ex-girlfriend that I went to Panera with, I myself got some soup and she got a muffin and a coffee.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like coffee shops are decent. They're warm, they're cozy. I mean, you get to sip on a tasty drink the whole time. Like, come on.
They're brightly lit and have security cameras. Like they're I don't see why it's bad.
I think coffee shops are a great first date, and I can disagree with this list on this.
And I'm gonna put a number 19 onto the shouldn't be on this list category for the same reasons of an ice cream date.
What? I'm okay. I agree with that on the list only if it's the only thing you're doing, if that makes sense. You can disagree, absolutely. I just feel like ice cream is like an end of the night thing. So like you go do something and then you go get ice cream. I'm okay with it being tacked on a date. I feel like going to an ice cream shop, like just for that's the whole date. I feel like it's kind of
But for me, like an ice cream date is like, hey, let's go to this ice cream place. We'll get some ice cream and we'll go walk around.
Yeah, the walking around part is good, but if you just go like sit at an ice cream place or like on a bench while you eat ice cream, I feel like I mean, it could still be nice, I guess, but I don't know. There's a nice place in Grove City, called Katie's Corner, and you get like real nice homemade ice cream on a nice like huge waffle cone. It's great.
Mhm.
And you can take that and you can walk around. It's real nice. So like I could see it.
But like even where I live now, there's an ice cream place a few blocks down the street. And then there's like a park that's relatively close to it. So like if I ever wanted to date a girl around here, I'd be like, hey, let's go grab some ice cream, walk around the park.
Yeah.
You know, a space where people can see us and it's in the open.
Yeah, seriously. Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I could see it. It should be on the list.
Number 20 was one that we talked about already with Mia. Family function. She said, "Don't bring your parents to a first date." Which, y'all, why are you doing that? That's wild to think about. But okay.
That's like family functions are at least like third or fourth date kind of thing. Like you've been dating a couple dates, you've gotten to know each other. Now it's like if you're making it official, you like talk. You asked, "Do you want to meet my family?" Family functions are then okay, but like first date, absolutely not.
My last serious girlfriend. It's been 2 years since I had her girlfriends. This is why this is like my only frame of reference. She and I talked for 3 months before my mom even knew she existed.
Wow.
And the only reason I told my mom is because that day she asked, like she and I made it official, and she was like, "I'd like to post about it on Facebook too." And it was like, "Cool. I'll text you when it's okay to do that."
Cool. Hey mom. So you know the last 3 months, I've been dating somebody. Sorry I didn't tell you sooner.
Literally, I sat down and went, "All right, I have something to tell you, and you get to ask 3 questions, and then that's it for today." Okay. And she looks at me like, literally like blobfish, like, "Okay." I go, "I have been dating someone. She and I have just made it official. Commence with your question."
That's great.
Um,
I should start limiting my mom to 3 questions.
well, that's the thing. I was like, I know she's gonna have questions, and I know she's gonna ask me things I don't know the answer to because I don't ask questions like she does.
Anytime that I start dating somebody, which I hope is over with now, but anytime that I start dating somebody, she is constantly every time I know the question she's gonna ask. So she bombards me with questions, questions that I don't want to answer, just because I'm like, I don't know, it's weird. But the one question I know she's gonna ask every single time is, so what do you like about her?
Yep.
I'm like, no, that is an unacceptable question when I first start dating somebody. After like 6 months, sure, ask me. I don't care.
You know why? You know why it's an unacceptable question?
Why?
Because the answer at that point, it's like I'm just starting dating you, because you never really know someone's personality after that. Yeah, like you can't say like, oh, they have a great personality. Truthfully, the answer is I like her face. Her face makes me feel nice.
I like her face. She like has told a couple jokes, I guess. Like
she laughs at me. Honestly, that's enough. If she laughs at me and thinks I'm funny, and then like I like her face, there you go, Mom.
Yeah, that's about it. Like when you first start dating somebody, why is the first question, what do you like about them? Like, oh boy.
All right. We're running short on time, so I'm just gonna speed through the rest of these.
Oh, there's more.
Oh yeah. A movie night, including like Netflix, Hulu, etc. Somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bar, a bar just for drink, Waffle House, or sporting events.
Yeah, I could see most of that. I feel like a bar is okay if that's what the two people are into. Like it's not like a go-to first date, but like if somebody's like, "Hey, I like going to bars. Do you want to go to a bar?" Like, sure.
Like, hey, to me, it's similar to a coffee date of like, hey, you want to go meet up for a drink?
Yeah, absolutely.
And like, I don't drink, but like, I don't. It just doesn't seem like a bad idea unless it's like a crummy like little hole in the wall bar.
I don't know. Maria, stop listening. When I was on dating apps, before I met my lovely girlfriend Maria,
I thought her name was Mia.
It is. I talked to this one girl who like really, they were like, first date has to be a dive bar. Like that's what they said in their bio. They wanted to go to a dive bar. I'm like, I don't even know what a dive bar is. Like I didn't tell them that. I was like, I don't even know what a dive bar is. What is a dive bar? So I had to like talk about it. And we didn't even, she ghosted me. So it was fine. I didn't have to go to a scary place.
The only one on that last list there that I disagree with is bowling.
Bowling, yeah, that's fun.
I think bowling is one of those things where it's like, hey, we can do an activity, have some fun. Light competition, I think, is always great on the first date. And then you also get time to talk with each other.
Yeah. Well, kinda. If you're the only two bowling, then it's like you go and then they go, and then like you're never sitting down at the same time. But if you had like a group of friends, which I'm not stoked about being a first date, that's the only problem I have with it, I guess.
I don't know. I think double dates or like sort of group dates for a first date aren't super bad.
Yeah.
Especially if like both of you have a partner. Like if you and Mia came out with me and a girl on a first date, I think, or like something like that. It's like, okay, like there's someone else for us to talk to if this doesn't go well, or like something small like that. Like I don't know if it's a super bad idea.
I think double first dates. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. It gives if the conversation lulls between the person that you're talking to, then you have the other two people that can stimulate the conversation. And not only that, it takes the pressure off it just being you two. You know what I mean? Like I like the idea of double dates, but teach their own.
Alrighty. Well, that was just us two straight white men and our opinions on dating and just telling women why they're wrong.
Telling everybody why they're wrong, actually.
Thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of The Garlic Boys. If you'd like more from us, you can follow us on Instagram and TikTok to see when we release new episodes, as well as other information and content from us. If you'd like to support us because you're enjoying so much what you're listening to, you can support us on patreon.com/thegarlicboys. You can also support us on Patreon. You can 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 support us on Patre General support starts at $3, but if you'd love more more incredible content from us, I couldn't remember the word incredible. You can subscribe to our $10 tier to get exclusive content that you cannot find anywhere else, including outtakes from episodes, bonus online content such as Garlic Press, where we debate The Sorcerer's Apprentice, and the first half of Matt and I's favorite Pokemon ranking, which part 2 should be coming out pretty soon. If you'd like to buy some merch from us because you love us so much and you want to support us in a different way, you can go to redbubble.com/thegarlicboys and find some designs on there. I think we have a few new designs that might be coming to the store soon. If I get some confirmation on those being ready to put up, and we can do that. Finally, you can watch us on YouTube at youtube.com/@thegarlicboys for full video versions of this content. I don't know if you'll be able to see Matt in dog form too much at the beginning of this episode, but it's always great to check it out and see what you can see. As always, all links for those can be found in the description. Matt, you have a supplementary mom report for this week.
No, I've been thinking, do you?
Iris West.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
In the comics, she has twins called Dawn, and they are the Tornado Twins.
Nice.
And the female Dawn is the mother of Bart Allen, aka Impulse.
Nice. I didn't know any of that, but great. I
Do you
still
have a mom? You don't have a single mom you can think of?
that blobfish behind you. I'm sure it's had babies or something.
I don't know. I don't know what the difference between a male and a female blobfish are. I don't know if there is a difference. I don't know if they have gender.
Probably
What
the
do I
little blob.
Matt, any final thoughts for this week?
I redid my podcast room, so I'm gonna send a picture and everybody can rate my setup.
Yeah, we'll both put our setups in. You can see what my new desk setup looks like at my place.
I like it. All right, cool.
Well, thank you all so much for listening, and as always, please remember to stay garlicky.
We out.